Hello and welcome to the Speed Duel Masters Circuit. It's playoffs time, baby. I am Justice. I am here with my friend and teammate Terra Master. We're here representing Judgment Gaming to present to you finally the playoff stage. Terra Master, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, you say. You're playing my music, got me popped.
Absolutely. All right, so we did have to take the last 2 weeks off, A, due to player scheduling, and then B, due to the extravaganza, which happened last weekend. But we are back. We are here. We are ready for playoffs. So let's go ahead and give you all a reminder of what that playoff bracket is looking like. So in round one of the winner's stage, we have Theg's Sopakor taking on Hexy. That will be our first match of the day today. In our second match, it is Tensei Patu versus Jack Hiyomu. Again, remember, this is a double elimination bracket, so those are the players that are starting on the winner's side of the bracket. Moving forward, every time you see their name, you will see their seed. This is based on the regular season results and standings. So what will happen in these matches is Siren Rises will be playing the lower seeded of the two losers, and Star Blast 100 will be playing the higher seeded of the two losers out of those matches. So that will be a little bit of a fluid situation depending on who wins and who loses, but I will update you as we go so you can follow along with the action. So that is what we're looking at. Before we get started, Terra Master, anything that you're looking forward to from these first two matches of the day?
I'm interested to see if for the playoffs ever any adjustments made. Like, you know, we got to a point where everyone was kind of set on their decks. So I wonder if it's like, okay, now it's if you lose, you're kind of in danger of being eliminated. Do you change something? So
Right.
We'll see.
Right, I agree. To answer your question, Siren, yes. Today we will be seeing the first round of both the winner's bracket and the loser's bracket. That will be today's broadcast. The next broadcast is a little bit up in the air. It's going to be at least the next round of the winners and losers, though it's only 2 matches each. If I can get everyone to play quickly, because I'm announcing all those pairings and everything after the stream today. So if we can all get this quickly, I'd love to have the third place match and finals ready to go for next stream. But if not, then it'll just be 2 short streams to finish out the playoff season. But we'll see how that goes. But today is going to be the first round of the winners and losers bracket. So all 4 matches today. Yes. Alrighty, let's get some background music. As always, please do let me know if the volume needs to be changed. This is a different style of music that we're doing today. It's creator safe so that I don't get YouTube getting mad at me when I upload the VOD.
Get banned, clown.
Yeah. So, alrighty. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into our first match of the day. Let me make sure I have this ready to go here. Sorry, I'm doing this as a slightly different setup. But this should be our first match of the day. Hey, Holy Dan, thank you so much for the resub. The 26-month resub. Welcome back to the Halls of Justice. And that, yes, will add to the prize pool. And the fool that I am, I actually do not have that ready. So you're going to give me a moment. We're going to update that prize pool amount before we get into the game because...
What a clown.
I'm hoping it's going to be easily accessible to me. It is. Let's go. Yes. So from that $88, that does add, what did I say, $2, right? So that will be, we're up to an even 90. Thank you so much, Dan. Really appreciate you.
Well, if you like resubs, you'll like this. All right,
hey, welcome, Ursus. I feel like I'm waiting for something.
I mean, you are. It's already done. It's just the Twitch delay. It's fine.
Oh, nice. Hey, Drake. Thank you so much for following the channel, man. Appreciate the support. There it is. Did we get the Kaiba thing? I didn't hear the Kaiba.
Yeah, I didn't hear Kaiba either.
Oh, well, that's sad. But still, Terra Master, thank you so much for the 10-month resub. Welcome back to the Halls of Justice. Thank you for continuing to help fund the prize pool. That will bring us up to $92 for the prize pool for the event.
Woo! Winner gonna be rich now.
Hell yeah. Alrighty, so I realize nothing has been up this whole time because OBS is on like that. Oh, right, that's why I didn't do that. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna see what happens here. Alright, so sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's light. It's you never know what you're gonna get with Chrome. I just remembered why I did what I did. Okay. Anyway, let's go. We're in game. On the blue side up top is Hexy. On the red side on the bottom is Sofacord. This is round one
red.
Of winner's bracket. Really? Oh, that looks
looking
so
at
weird.
the screen, it looks very red. I don't know if you want to do something.
Oh, there's Kaiba.
Try it.
Let's try this. Let me try this. I legit take 2 weeks off and forget everything. Alright, let's see how it looks here.
These duels took place in the Shadow Realm.
Is this it? There we go. Okay.
So if I win, Pharaoh, your Millennium Puzzle is... Oh, no, we're not in the Shadow Realm anymore. Damn it.
Sorry. Alright, getting into the match. It is Hexy, it is Sofacord, it is round one of the SMC playoffs winners bracket. Let's go. Let's get into the match. Sofacord will win the RPS. After this game one, I will need to take a minute to load up the replays in a way that they're actually not going to look like crap. So you guys have to give me a minute there. The match card is not showing. There it is. There you go. So you can see on the top, Hexy is a 4 seed, has had Unions banned away. We'll be playing Moth and Cyber Angel. Sofacord has had, it was an amalgamation of things, but we're calling it Ratbox to make things simple. Banned away. It is Spellproof Armor and Unions that will be played.
Ratbox
So we see it is Moth
Makes
versus Spellproof. Alright, 2 to the back row. Let's see. Sofacord summons a bird. Gets in for 23. Breaker the Magical Warrior.
It's a machine. It's an attack.
Alright, so Breaker will just be breaking back row. Book of Moon will be chained. Very sad turn for Hexy.
I wonder what percentage of breakers get booked, what percentage get floodgated, and what percentage actually get to go use their effect.
It feels like the percentage of breakers that get either booked or floodgated has got to be like at least 50%.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. 2 birds and a GG.
Bird too big.
That was quick. All right. So Sofacord with a very quick game 1 victory with Spellproof Armor. Terry, let's talk about the game for a second while I load up replays, you know, because I'm an idiot.
Spellproof is weird, man. Spellproof can win you a game in 5 seconds, but it can also make you feel like, oh, I can't fight this thing my opponent has set up on the board, which is probably a boss monster. Spellproof is weird, man. It can... You can really easily win the game, or you can just really easily lose the game.
Yeah.
We really need more stuff that gives you, like, some back and forth potential in speed duels. A lot less stuff like speed duels. That's crazy, man. That shouldn't happen.
Alrighty, so, alright, I've loaded up the rest of the match, and then after the match, I'll load up the rest of the replays this way so that they look fine.
Alright.
But we have the rest of this match ready to go, so we don't have to wait for that. Let's get back into game here. This is game number 2. Hexy declaring they'll be picking scissors they can choose. Very nice. Can we just let them be affected by spell? You want the spellproof armor to no longer protect from spells. I like it. I'm down.
Well, they can just change the name of it. Errata can change names. They can just have it be
Nothing proof
normal
armor.
summon armor, right?
Normal summon armor.
You can summon your birds, but they ain't spellproof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sofacord will be going first. Let's start off with Union Hanger.
So I swear, responding to chat, Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, I swear midterm box is going to be 99 bad cards, and then they're going to give us like Mirror Force or Torrential Tribute and be like, thank you for playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duels, and I'll be like, I hate all of you.
Yeah. Alright, Sofacord with what looks like the Dream Union opening. Hanger into YZ, 2 back row, probably, we gotta assume a scramble back there, so yeah, nice opening. Senju coming down for Hexy, searching Izana. Revealing the Izana search for ritual spells. It is the nice thing about Cyber Angels. Like, it's the closest thing I think that feels to advanced format, because you're like, alright, I played a few cards, and I somehow have more cards than I started with, and it feels good.
Your stream to me is stuck, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not on my end. Wait.
That's weird. Let me...
No, it's... I mean, it's a little bit behind, but it's there. It's okay. Everyone else okay on the stream? Please tell me you are.
No, I'm saying that when you're screen sharing on Discord.
Oh! Well, I don't know what to tell you about that. Oh, wait. Yes, I do know what to tell you about that. Alright, I can fix that. One moment.
Okay, good.
Maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember, these are professional streamers.
Yeah, we'll go with that. There you go. That should be good now.
Alright.
Alright, let's go. Alright, so Machine Age Ritual is going to tribute 2 Absorbing Jars plus a Senju to make an Izana. That is not the play you want to have to make.
Nah, it's very suboptimal. That's an instant loss to a Floodgate, and there it is.
Yep, there it is. And there's the scramble in the end phase. Justice, I'm sorry.
Pretty good.
Why are you sorry? Why are you apologizing to me?
Because you have failed this.
Because the game is over and you sent me a link for Game 3, which I told you not to do. I'm sorry because the match was so bad. Yeah, that's right. This hands down the worst match of the whole season by far. Yeah, that was really rough.
Yep, playoffs, guys.
Oof.
Obviously, it's rigged to be as interesting as possible, right? Nope.
I will say this. This is the advantage of the double elimination format, is even though Hexy lost here, they are not out of playoffs. They are now just dropping down into the losers bracket.
I mean, and that's the reward for getting a top 4 rather than a 5 or 6 ranking, right? So there you go.
Alrighty. So we're gonna take a look at those deck lists. After we look at those deck lists, Terramaster is going to entertain you all with his amazing personality for a little while I get the rest of the replay set. But first, let's take a look at those deck lists before we do anything. So banned away from Hexy was Unions. Here you go. Here's that list. The one Foolish, triple Book, triple Floodgate. Everything else pretty standard. This is what we more or less expect from Unions with 1 or 2 cards difference. Moth. There you go. There's the Moth. Hexy has always been on that. Sphere Karibo, the single one. So there you go. Harkening back to the Dark Moth days, even though there's no Allures or anything like that. And the Cyber Angels that tributed 2 Absorbing Jars into Senju for Izana. It feels bad. This actually is, I think, Ursa's standard list. It was just a really unfortunate opening for Hexy.
Yeah, it was just a really bad hand. Even Ursus might have lost with that hand.
Yeah. Alright, so banned away from Sofa Cord was the Twisted Personality Ratbox. There you go. It's some rat stuff. It's a double Exploder. It's a double Zombina. It's double Ladybug, actually, which is interesting.
I so regret not playing this deck in Extravaganza, by the way. I do. I think it's really good.
It actually, I agree, it is probably really good.
Yeah.
Yes, when you send me a third Jabate replay that I told you not to do. Although I feel like you made it clear with the way you sent it that it probably wasn't real. I anticipated that. But still.
That's like an advanced format replay of Sophocor playing Flowanderies or something.
I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Yeah. Alright, so here's the Spellproof deck. I would say kind of standard, but almost not. 3 Summoners Art. A lot of people are on 2. Sophie playing 3 plus double Psychic Shockwave actually is a little bit interesting. I personally feel like that's a little much for the deck, just in the testing that I've done, but there you go. When you can just summon a bird, then summon another bird in your opponent's scoops, it's really good.
Yeah, you only need 2 cards out of 20. It seems good.
And then the Union deck, which again, just open, Hanger, Scramble, Floodgate when all your opponent can do is make an Izana and nothing else. Easy.
Yeah,
we just see the difference
Scramble
here.
Floodgate is like ridiculous, alright? That's like hands I used to get with Unions back when I would win playing them.
Yeah, we do see a small difference here between those 2 lists. So this one drops 1 Floodgate for a second Foolish, and actually main decked a Gap, which almost seems anti-synergistic with like the Floodgate and Book of Moons for YZ's effect. But yeah, interesting choice there.
Well,
I'm gonna get replays loaded. Talk about these lists.
Your XYZ getting Floodgate is usually very bad, but if you have Gap, you're just like, okay. So,
True. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is floodgate protection for your monsters, so to speak.
Yeah.
I can deal with it. Oh, so it said that Hexy brought Burn every single week, so just made it to beat Burn.
Ah.
That's funny.
Understandable. Yeah, but it still worked because you got the perfect hand, so, you know, just draw good. Clearly skill. What's the opposite of skill issue? Skill. Skill. Yep. Skill squared. You did
Perfect.
it. Good job.
Nice. You got there.
Yep.
I believed in you the whole time.
I'm so smart. I'm like 799 IQ, 845 card game IQ, 1,157 emotional IQ.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I know. It's over. People say they've never seen 4 digits before, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, given that the average Yu-Gi-Oh player's EIQ is probably about 50, I think we're doing pretty good.
The average Yu-Gi-Oh player's regular IQ is 50. EIQ is probably like 4. Stop it. They're like emotions. Duelists don't require emotions, Kaiba.
That's right, it just gets in the way of playing card games.
If I have emotions, it clogs my desire to draw the card I want. And I choose Dark Magic Curtain. That's right. I used to draw a Dark Magician, but then I realized, what a brick. Can you imagine the amount of bricks they have in anime decks? It's actually crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it would be like insane actually like trying to play those decks for real. Like,
Someone should do that.
someone should do that. Foreshadowing!
Someone should make a video about it when they're doing that, and maybe also like do voices. Wouldn't that be fun?
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's just if that sounds like fun to you, make sure to head over to the Team JDG YouTube channel and destroy that subscribe button.
I hate it.
I mean, beat the crap out of that subscribe button. All right,
we're done with that. All right, let's go ahead and get into the second match. Oh my goodness. All right, let's reset our match cards here. Alrighty, on blue side up top, it is our number 3 seed, Jack Yomu. On the bottom, it is our number 2 seed, Tensei Patu. Jack has had Relinquish banned away. We'll be playing Moth and Spellproof Armor. Tensei has had Moth banned away. We'll be playing Cyber Angels and Unions. Well, you said you wanted to see if there was adjustment. Now things are more serious. Tensei had been playing some more, fun decks in the last few weeks of the regular season, but here brought Moth, Cyber Angels, and Unions. So I think that's the answer to your question, at least here.
it's serious now. Yep.
So, all right, let's do it. We are ready to go. Jack Yomu versus Tensei Patu in the second match of the day in the winner's bracket. Let's go. It will be Jack Yomu going first. We'll be playing Moth against Tensei's Unions. It's a T set. It's Tensei's turn. X-Head Cannon normal summon. This team is less good than Sofa Chord's Union's opening. Oof! It's a DD Warrior Lady.
Can confirm getting your X-Head Cannon banished turn 1 does not feel good. It happened to me.
Does not feel good. With that said, it's against Moth. Like, you have to assume if they're setting a monster, it's probably DD Warrior Lady, so...
That's right. Yeah. So, I mean, you take the trade, but it still doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it doesn't...
You would like to have had Hanger and just pop that, so...
So Jack's turn was draw pass. So Tensei has opportunity here to still get aggressive. It's a summon of a Z Metal tank, which attacks and then gets parasited on the attack. That does not stop it, of course. And then we'll go ahead and Cosmic the Parasite, but books the Z Metal tank. Is there a Moth in hand? There isn't. It's just to save the Parasite. Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, that's fair. It's fair play, honestly.
I mean, when your hand is... Oh, well, I don't know, because there's no Moth in hand. How bad can the hand really be? Okay, that's weird now.
Bad enough, apparently. All right, Breaker summoned. The summon is good. We'll use the effect to pop.
Waking the dragon. No. Okay.
All right, Union Scramble will bring back that X-Head Cannon. Even when you banish Union's pieces, they're never truly gone.
No.
Breaker will destroy the Z Metal tank with its 1300 defense. There's a Y Dragon Head. It's battling time. X-Head Cannon goes in. There are 2 back row. There's a Book of Moon to flip it. So Y Dragon Head's just chilling.
Yeah, but anytime you have 2 monsters, Parasite Cocoon play won't kill you.
Right.
So that's good.
No, I agree.
Actually, it will here because the breaker is there. So that's the end of that.
What was X-Head? Yeah, X-Head has 15 defense. So yeah, Breaker can just run over the X-Head.
Yeah.
Tensei, not liking how this went, decides to leave. Okay, he's back. And then amidst defeat. Okay. So no, Moth
then decides let me go back and do the honorable admit.
Yeah.
So I understand.
All right. Well, yeah, Moth doing Moth things.
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right. Let's go to game 2. Jack is up 1-0 after summoning a big bad Moth. Tensei Chewy's choosing to go first, so I have to assume that Union's coming back again. It sure is. There's the Union hanger. There you go. He's like, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do with Unions. Play hanger turn 1.
Excellent analysis of the game 1 loss and understanding what to do in game 2. Excellent.
Yes. This is what separates the good players from the great players. Understanding the mistakes they made and then fixing them. He understood, wait, I didn't play hanger game 1. I will fix that now.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, that is a big bird. Nice flipping the skill after the summon.
I mean, order doesn't really matter in Yu-Gi-Oh. We all know this.
All right, it is going to be an end phase scramble to bring back the pieces. Let's see what the follow-up is here from Tensei. Z-Metal will equip to Y Dragon Head.
There was no hanger activation on that scramble, which tells you that there's a Z in hand. Yep.
So they will both equip. It's a huge Y Dragon Head. This Y Dragon Head is gaining 1200 attack and defense. It's at 27.
Attack!
I mean, Book of Moon still... Offerings to the Doomed. Wait, this is actually hilarious because one of these both Z-Metal tanks will fall off here.
For the offerings, right?
Yes. Yeah. And that doesn't stop the attack, so Y Dragon Head now is 1500 attacking into.
Yeah, that's like the perfect counter. That might have just won the game, honestly. But that's it.
Yeah, they do both. That is correct. Yep. Well, that was actually surprisingly good.
That's 800 damage, not 6, but oh well, it took 200 before. Okay, I'm just kidding. Ignore me.
All right, so if Jack had another bird here, it was just game. But unlike Sophocor, did not play the second bird. What a misplay!
Wait, is there an X-Head Cannon in Grave?
No.
No, right?
No.
Okay, so needs the Foolish or the X here, and there it is.
There it is. And with a scramble in Grave, does actually have 2 potential. Oh, just goes into XZ. Okay.
I actually don't mind that play. I think that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it plays around like Floodgate and stuff to say, all right, like if it has it, he has it. But it is a Psychic Shockwave. We'll go ahead and attack in. Yep. No damage. There you go. Damage. Good.
That's right. The skill actually has a drawback, unlike some skills.
Imagine.
And hate.
Imagine your skill having a drawback.
Imagine.
All right, so we'll go ahead and Summoner's Art for a bird, which will just get floodgated. So Tensei does have the option to try to pop the back row if he wants to. Has a card in hand plus a scramble to add something. Second bird to turn 2 late, truly an issue of skill. Truly,
yes.
Interesting summoning X-Head before popping the back row. Not sure.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. Yeah. Well, there it goes.
All right, but X-Head will run over the Colossalus, but no draw here for Jack. Speaking of the drawback, no draw. Alrighty, so yeah, it's just gonna be a set of back row. X-Head beatdown.
That was a playoff quality joke right there. Let me tell you.
Thank you. Yeah, you got to step up your game, during this time.
Yeah,
wow.
Absolutely.
Speaking of X-Head beatdown, that's actually what's gonna win this game.
Normal
Summon X-Head attack. Too strong.
Imagine now if you play Force Raider instead of X-Head Cannon, it's stronger. Think about it.
Fools. Why would you only play 1800 attack under Vanilla Monster?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
All right, so let's go into game 3. We are tied at 1 game apiece. The winner of this one duel will be moving on in the winner's bracket. The other player will be dropping down to the loser's side. So Jack Yugioh is going to choose to go second here, as you generally do. This is Speed Duels.
Yep.
And we'll, of course, be playing Spellproof Armor again, whereas Tensei is now on Cyber Angels.
I think that last game was Jack's chance to finish it off. This is a very bad matchup for Jack here.
Yes, agreed. Cyber Angels, I want to put it at like 70-30 over Spellproof.
I want to put it at 80-20.
It might be 80-20.
like Cyber Angels has to brick. Or you have to have the perfect soul exchange. Like, there's only 2 win cons for Jack.
Yeah, honestly, already, like, Senju, just open Senju, it's not enough of a break.
Yeah. Open Senju just makes those odds even worse. There's no way. Yeah, 90-10.
90-10 might be right.
95-5, it keeps increasing.
99-1. Oh, man. All right, there's a Cyber Dragon. There's a Pendulum Machine. It's the throwback time.
Why? Why does this exist?
I'm actually not entirely sure why that is a Pendulum Machine, but it is.
Okay, look, if you play Pendulum Machine, you deserve to lose. I don't care.
Alright, so Tensei taking a good chunk of damage here, but honestly, the chances that matters are very low. Alright, Machine Angel Ritual, Tribute to Benten, Summon the Edaton.
Chain Links. Declaration. Gotta practice for
player.
the Ash Blossom. Yes.
Did declare it in the right order. It's good. You have to play around Ash Blossom.
Also, Jack does have back row, so that
folks, don't get stopped by this, okay? Play around it. I just have that here now. I showed the Ash Blossom. I just have it ready to go.
Oh, okay.
For whenever my opponent tries to search.
Your face cam isn't on, fool.
Oh, that's right. I forgot what scene we were on. Well, play around Ash Blossom. Alright, so Senju will be summoned. We'll search another Edaton. Here's Machine Angel Ritual. Tribute Edaton for Edaton. So that's going to be a boost 1,000. Grab the Ritual spell back. That's a 2,600 Edaton now. There's a Ritual again. Tribute Benten plus DD Warrior Lady from hand to summon Izana.
Benten will search the follow-up play, which is Senju.
Alright, so Izana will trigger. Jack sends a useless Psychic Shockwave. That will search the follow-up Izana. Let's go to battle. 2,500 attack Izana. Attacks at a Pendulum Machine. No response. Izana gets to attack again. Attacks into Cyber Dragon. And that will do it. Jack Yugioh admitting defeat here. Yeah.
What's that face down card for science?
Let us find out. It is Jinzo in hand and Soul Exchange bluffed.
Oof. Yeah, that wasn't gonna cut it. Alright.
Yeah, that's unfortunately for Jack, just the way these lined up was not great. Although, I mean, to be fair, you don't know what deck your opponent is going to ban before you choose your ban.
Yeah,
but I do wonder if instead of banning Moth, maybe you ban Cyber Angels if you know you're bringing Spellproof, because you know that's just an auto loss.
I agree. Yeah. You need Spellproofs to have a good matchup, and the Union's matchup is like 50-50, and you saw how like that can
right. And also, if you're playing Spellproof, then like Moth isn't as scary, right? So again, he didn't know which deck was going to be banned. So like, if Spellproof is banned, you know, maybe he felt like that was the way to go.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
But still, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like just probably banning Cyber, just because look, Moth is Moth. But at the same time, none of your decks are just like horrible against it, right? Where you do have the auto lose matchup of potentially. If you just look at all 3 decks for each players, you see the one auto lose matchup of Cyber Angels versus Spellproof. So I think you have to play Cyber Angels, even though you don't know for sure what's going to be banned from you.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
So I will say this is where the strategy of the Conquest format does come into play. You know. This is something you have to consider, and yeah, it unfortunately came back to bite Jack here, but he will have another chance in the losers bracket. Let's go ahead and take a look at those deck lists before we move on to said losers bracket matches. So banned away from Jack was the Relinquished deck. There you go. This is Shadow Reborn. So we do see, I would say almost. Well, I want to say standard 30 card Relinquished, but to be fair, I don't know what standard 30 card Relinquished is. So here you go. Jack always.
I mean, the standard part of it is playing 3 pre-prep, 3 spell, 2 relinquished.
Right.
So
3 sphere, 2 illusionist magician. Yeah, that's all standard.
Right.
Jack always a fan of teching Jinzo into decks. So there you go. There's a Jinzo. There's a Waking in there also, funny enough.
Yeah, the Waking is funny because it makes your opponent hesitate on, do I pop this back row? So, yeah, sure.
Yeah, the books are there. And then just some tech choices in the Waking, the Walls of Disruption as well. So some interesting stuff in there. Tensei said, you know what? That sounds like something I don't feel like dealing with, so I'm just not gonna.
Yeah.
So there you go. So here is the Moth. Again, as I mentioned, Jack a fan of teching in Jinzo to many things. So there's the Jinzo. Other than that, pretty standard list, I would say. Your three flex slots are those last 3 spots in Jack's list. A lot of people are on like 2 Cosmic, 1 Nobleman. So he just took out 1 Cosmic for a Jinzo. And there you go. There's Moth. And Spellproof. We did see this was a different Spellproof list that is running a Pendulum Machine. Triple Psychic Shockwave for 2 Jinzos is weird to me.
Well, remember, Shockwave also summons Clausolus, but normally that's just not great.
Right, yeah, it can, but like, yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah, this is weird to me. The offerings were it was really good on that one turn against Unions, but honestly, the second offerings he played was actually kind of bad. Losing out the draw really hurt.
Yeah.
1 Soul Exchange, most players are on between 2 to 3, so only 1 here, a little different. The triple Lost Wind, of course, this is specifically a meta call for SMC. I'm sure, would be played differently, in a format.
And didn't get any of those Lost Winds for CAs or Unions, I don't remember. Right. So that can't feel good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a different list here. And again, there's some tech choices made specifically for this format. Yep. Alrighty, and for Tensei, Bandaway was the Moth deck. There you go, Tensei again, playing that 1 Roto, which I know you're a fan of. Only 2 book with 2 Floodgate, 2 Walls of D, a Dust Tornado, and a Waking. So really, actually making some different choices with his list for this.
Yeah.
And then that was banned away. So Cyber Angels were played. We saw the DD Warrior Lady, which is in place over the Gale Lizard, but also a Jinzo. Speaking of teching in Jinzo into things.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, hypothetically, if you can make a Jinzo before you go into Izana, then Floodgate is no longer an answer to Izana, so...
Right.
It's not always easy to do, but if you can, pretty cool. And then if nothing else, it's always a tribute fodder for, say, you need a 10 or a Benton if you need it, so... something.
Yeah.
And then Unions, here you go. A little bit different list. No Book of Moons in the main deck. Actually playing Cosmic Cyclones instead with Double Foolish.
It's actually very interesting because you do stop things like Floodgate of your boss monster, your XYZ Dragon Cannon, right?
Right.
You do have the counter to Parasite built into the main deck, so I can see why Cosmic Cyclone would be useful, yeah, but, and you don't need Book of Moon as much, right? Because normally Book of Moon is really useful to dodge defusions in games 2 and 3, but those don't happen here, so yeah, there's that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get set up for our next match. Now, again, as a reminder, I'm going to pull up the bracket before we started here. So as I said, the higher seeded player that lost in winner's bracket goes down to play Star Blast. So that was Jack Yomu as the 3 seed. So Jack will be playing Star Blast, and Hexy lost their match as the 4 seed. Will be playing Siren Rises. So it'll be Hexy versus Siren Rises, Jack Yomu versus Star Blast. And we will actually be heading into that Jack Yomu versus Star Blast. It is our 3 seed versus our 6 seed here. And let's go ahead and get that going here. Let's reset the match. And you can see now it is Star Blast up top on the blue side. We'll have Moth banned away. We'll be playing Cyber Angels and Unions. Whereas Jack also had Moth banned away. We'll be playing Relinquished and Spellproof Armor. So
double Moth ban. I love to see it.
Yes. Will 30 card decks show we are all wrong? We are about to find out.
Surely.
Alrighty, and we do see actually in between these matches, Jack did win the dueling book Speed Duel Showdown, so got custom avatar and card sleeves.
Nice. Yeah.
So there you go. So Weevil throwing away Exodia is apparently the art, so that's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, so you'll see game one. It will be Starblast 100's Unions versus Jack Kiyomu's Spellproof, and despite the 30 card deck, Starblast will open Union Hanger.
Oh my goodness! The superpowers of this player, amazing, truly amazing.
Yep. So gonna make some Union Hanger plays here. There's my Dragon Head with Z. We'll also have the Foolish Burial for the X-Head Cannon to set up for future turns. We'll set 2 back row.
Ordinary duelists be like, well, if you play 30 cards, you won't open the card you want as often. Starblast be like, watch me.
Honestly, the Starblast theory of, look, if I just always draw what I want, then 30 cards just allows me to play more cards that I want.
Easy.
I'm down.
It all makes sense.
Alrighty, will be a special summon of a Cyber Dragon. Is there a bird follow-up? It is just the Cyber Dragon. There's a Zoma in the end phase. This is already actually scary.
Oh, yeah, that's not looking good. The fact that there's potential lethal on the board, but there's no way this attack gets through.
Alright, so Y Dragon Head will attack in first. It will be booked.
Interesting.
Zoma...
I would have thought the Zoma attack would have gone first to try to kill, but yeah. Actually, no, that's not kill. Just kidding. I'm stupid.
Okay, cool. I was wondering what you were.
I don't win.
I was wondering what you were talking about there. Should have contact fused into Fortress.
Okay,
Alright, so Zoma will not attack. Starblast thinking about whether or not he wanted to burn for 2100 there.
I'm so dumb. I thought Zoma was even stronger than it is. I was like, Zoma surely kills the monster and does burn damage, right? And then you attack directly with the other one and win the game.
Obviously.
Right?
Alright, so Noman of Crossout will banish that Y Dragon Head. Jack actually will go ahead and take the attack here. So deals 300, takes 21 himself. Alright, Starblast, what you got? There's an X head and a Z in the grave with Y banished. Let's see. There's a union combination. We'll banish the X and the Z. If that face down is scramble, I swear. We'll actually make XZ in defense. Interesting. But it will be booked.
It was gonna go to defense anyway.
He just knew. He just knew it was gonna be booked. I don't know why it was summoned in defense. That was weird, but it was. So, alright. Here comes the bird. Here's the floodgate. Alright. Psychic Shockwave. There you go. We'll discard the Mind Crush.
We have a scramble to chain.
Let's see. Yep. Sure do. And guess what? That was the turn 1 set, by the way.
Are you kidding me?
I just want to point out, with 30 card Union, Starblast opening was Union Hanger, Foolish, Union Scramble.
How is this possible?
He's way too good at this game.
Ridiculous.
It's actually insane. Alright, there's the Jinzo. So Bird will not be Floodgate. This is still, like, pretty decent for Jack here, right? Like,
I mean, yeah, but,
I mean, yeah, there's still the setup for next turn, though. So Jinzo will go ahead and take out the XZ. Lossless will attack into Y. Cyber Dragon will then also...
Yeah, but now Starblast summons a monster stronger than anything Jack has.
So versus Ursus, get off your alt account. Alright, so yeah, as a reminder, there is a Y and Z in grave and X on the field. Yeah, Starblast has the option of just going to XYZ here, and as you said, yeah, stronger than anything Jack has.
But, and we know Jack is probably not playing the ultimate tech card in Spellproof, Overload Fusion, because, you know, only I do that.
Alright, there it is. There's XYZ Dragon Cannon. No damage this turn, but a 2800 attack monster on the field makes Spellproof very sad.
What? I have no idea what's going on right now. Oh, okay. Didn't want the Z, want the X. That actually is correct. Yeah, sure.
Yes, yeah, agreed. Alright, so we'll pitch X head to blow up Jinzo. We'll attack into the Colossus. No damage, of course, this turn from the skill.
Didn't flip the skill, but, you know, we understand.
I think he did. I think he flipped it back over.
Oh, okay. Alright.
The 2000 attack monster, though, unbeatable.
Yeah, well, it's all because you don't play Overload. You have to, like, why doesn't...
Interesting. So Jack didn't even switch Cyber Dragon to defense. Like, oh look, there's a scramble. Number 2.
Oh my god. In the first 11 cards. Amazing.
Wow, and yeah, Jack will scoop to scramble number 2, understandably so. So that is a win for Star Blast's 30 card unions. I actually just really enjoy Star Blast games because Chad always loses their minds whenever he wins. It's actually so much fun.
Play Overload Fusion, kid.
No disrespect to Jack, like it's not like that is at his expense, but it's just always fun whenever Star Blast's winning and Chad is just like, how?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely 30 cards is correct. There you go. Watch, Star Blast is gonna win this whole thing now. Just say all you clowns with your skinny decks. I feed my decks junk food so they get nice and fat.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so here we go into game number 2. Star Blast up 1-0 in this match. Jack choosing to go second here is on 30 cards, so we know it's going to be relinquished. And it is against Star Blast 30 card Cyber Angels. Did not actually have a great opening. I don't believe it. Alright, just 2 to the back row. Jack will summon a DD Warrior Lady. And 1, 2, 3 cards to the back row. DD Warrior Lady coming in hot. Zoma the Spirit is there.
Siren Rise just called it in chat. Those are Zomas.
30 card mirror, it's too good. Alright, so yeah, Jack choosing not to bet. It is 2 Zomas! What?
God.
How? First, how? And second, Siren, how did you know?
That's crazy, man. Double Zoma in a 30 card deck. Like, what is... How do you... Does this man run Dueling Book?
Star Blast actually just is X Stevens alt, like just actually owns the platform, does what he wants with it. Oh my god, this one will be banished. But no further play, so Star Blast actually completely open right now, but it's relinquished, so the OTK potential, yeah, isn't there. Jack will draw and pass. There's a Machine Angel Ritual. What are we doing here? If this is Benton, Edaton. Benton! Edaton! Of course it is!
Hard draw, no Senju required.
Just hard draw.
No skill required either. Hard drew all 3 cards.
Can't believe I baited Jack onto this deck. It's so bad. So we're going to take responsibility for Jack playing this. Oh man. Alright, so we'll take the Ritual from the grave and the Senju from the deck. Normal summon Senju. Reject free prep. Search the Benton. Just going to battle here, trying to get in 3k. If this attack gets through, it is game, but with 3 back row, there's no way. There's no way.
Okay.
Beer Karibo. That's the answer. That's it. All right. What do we got? Draw and pass. What?
No!
What? Wow, but Star Blast also draws and goes right to battle phase after switching the Edaton back to attack position, and that's it. No way. There's no way. How do you have 3 back row, none of which do anything?
Yugioh move has been eliminated due to what the
Floodgate,
hell was in
Floodgate,
that back row?
Book of Moon. Wait.
What?
What? So...
What's the hand? What's the hand?
Whoop.
Oh wow, that's not great. Okay. Wait, you could have done Shadow Reborn to tribute set Faceless and then forced Star Blast to summon Izana, which you could have floodgated. Come on, you can play this better.
Yeah. Yeah. And with 2 floodgates, like, yeah, for sure there was the option of Shadow Reborn, the Sphere tribute set Faceless. You're absolutely right. Floodgate for Izana.
Don't just give up.
Yeah. I think, honestly, this feels like a case of tilt to me. I feel like Jack was just tilted at this point.
Yeah.
And just didn't consider all his options.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Played like me. Come on now. You're not supposed to play like me.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was the only play at this point. Like, once he drew for turn and it was relinquished, that was the only play. Like,
right.
Oof. So Starblast will take a clean 2-0 here, continuing on in the winner's bracket. I'm sorry, I didn't update this was not winner's bracket, this was loser's bracket round 1. I did not update this while we were watching the game. This is loser's bracket. So Jack, our number 3 seed, actually consecutive losses in winner's bracket and loser's bracket, has been knocked out of the playoff stage of Speed Duel Masters Circuit.
Oof.
We're already watching a Brickfest? Yeah, so Jack, if you just got here, we kind of just went over the play you could have made this turn to live.
So, Jack, hope, you're already qualified for Season 2, so you can obviously redeem yourself whenever that happens.
Yep. Yeah, so Jack, just in case you missed it, we just talked about your play here. Once you drew Relinquish Return with Shadow Reborn, the Sphere Karibo, Tribute Set, Faceless Magician. So he has to go into Izana, and then you have the Floodgate for the Izana. And then you just try to do stuff from there. So, like, you weren't necessarily out of this game yet when you scoop, but we felt like you might have just, been a little tilted at this point. You can confirm or deny that. That was my guess, but yeah, you actually did have a play this turn. So, I think you scooped a little early, my friend. But still, good job getting to the playoffs. We enjoyed having you as part of the circuit. We look forward to seeing you back in Season 2. If you choose to continue, you are auto-qualified for Season 2 if you choose. So,
obviously, what Jack needed was a bunch of supporting anime characters standing behind saying, don't give up, Yugi!
Exactly.
Keep fighting, Yugi!
Yeah, Jack confirmed that he was tilted at this point, which you and I both guessed. So, yeah. Understandable at this point. Obviously, the deck didn't do what you wanted it to do, but, yeah. Alrighty, so that is it for the match. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck lists.
But someone said no watchers. That's right. No protagonists.
You need to just, the power of friendship needs to be so strong that you can just feel it,
Yeah, you need to be able to communicate telepathically, like how they did it through the Shadow Realm. Have you never watched the
Exactly. He couldn't see it. They couldn't see the duel, but they were still able to be helpful. Exactly. Thank you.
You didn't draw a friendship symbol on your hand. That's not my fault.
That was a mistake. All right, let's take a look at those lists. First for Star Blast, Moth was banned away. Here it is. Ye old 30-card Moth deck. Triple Man-Eater, triple Parasite. This actually looks better than the last 30-card Moth because there's no Acid Trap Hole and Adhesion Trap Hole. So, like, I'm actually much more on board with this list than the last time we saw Star Blast 30-card Moth.
I can't get on board 30-card Moth. I'm sorry. You want to maximize your odds of drawing.
I said
Parasite.
more.
You're not doing that. Yeah,
I said more. I didn't say completely on board. I said compared to the last one. That was running Acid Trap Hole and Adhesion Trap Hole.
Oh, yeah.
This is more of a deck.
Was playing trap tricks without having any trap tricks.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. What Star Blast did play was, of course, the Cyber Angels, which we see here. Just open Zomas and then, Benton, Edaton, Ritual Spell. Easy.
Yeah, what kind of a ridiculous 5 cards is that to draw?
Yeah, well, I think one of them, started with the 4, and then, started Zoma, Ritual Spell, one of the Ritual Monsters, and then top decked the other one for turn.
Ridiculous.
And then, the Union player, his 30-card Unions, which again, just open, Hanger, Scramble, Foolish, Forehead. There you go. And there's your 30-card Union deck with triple Metaverse, triple Zoma. Honestly, I respect Starblast just saying, you know what? Zoma's really good. I'm running 3 in every deck. Screw all of you. I respect that. Zoma is the best card in Speed Duels? Okay, 3 of in every deck. Cyber Angels, don't care. 3. Unions, don't care. Playing 3 Zomas.
Yeah, I mean, it is the best card in Speed Duels. You don't believe me? Go look at the top deck list from Xtrav. Have all of which not been posted yet. That was bad English, but you know what I mean.
I got him. Yep. All right. So there you go. Let's take a look at Jack Yono's decks. Moth was banned away. Only playing 20-card Moth, you fool. Same list as we saw before. Actually, no changes here. I believe Relinquished is also the same, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Relinquished list is the same. I know the Spellproof list did change because we saw him try something different with the Spellproof during the winner's bracket match. During loser's bracket, he went back to the list he was playing before with a triple Mind Crush and 2 Lost Wind, 2 Shockwave. So this is the version that he was playing in previous weeks that usually was banned away, actually. Very rare that he actually played this one. He was usually banned. But there you go. Oh, apparently Cursive posted the list right before the stream, so there you go.
Oh, well, cool. Finally got those up. Cool, thanks.
So by Siren Rise's calculation, there's about a 6% chance for the Union opener that Starblast got, and about a 12.5% chance for the Cyber Angel opening that he got. I don't know if that's correct, but according to Siren Rises in chat, those were the numbers. So if you believe Siren, then those numbers are accurate.
And got both of them in a row, so that's something to think about too. It's like what are the odds you get a 6% event and then a 12% event consecutively?
See, I also do that, but for me, it's the 6% chance to open the really bad hand that makes me lose the game. Yeah, so I am basically Bizarro Starblast. Where I have the really low odds to get the hands that make me lose, but I do it consistently. That's my thing. How I like to play. That's how I like to play card games. Alrighty. So that is it. So as we said, Yugioh is unfortunately out of the playoff stage. Starblast will be moving on in the losers bracket. Again, as a reminder, in the losers bracket, 1 match loss means you're done. But in the winners bracket, you get to have another chance until you get to finals, of course. Alrighty, so it is time to look at our last match of the day. This is in the losers bracket. It is going to be Siren Rises versus Hexy. Let's get that on screen for you here. Let's reset our match cards. So on top, on the blue side, we do have our number 4 seed, Hexy, having Unions banned away. We'll be playing Moth and Burn. And on the bottom side, on the red side, it is our number 5 seed, Siren Rises, with Burn banned away. We'll be playing Moth and Unions. So these players actually did choose all 3 of the same decks to bring, although I think one was looking to the future, one was digging for gold, if I'm not mistaken. But they chose different decks to ban. Siren Rises banning away Hexy's Unions, Hexy banning away Siren's Burn deck. So there you go. Let's go ahead.
It's surprised we didn't see more Burn like before we start. Like,
agreed.
This is the first match we've seen both players bring Burn, and that's kind of surprising to me. Yeah,
I agree with you. 100%. Alrighty, let's get into the match. Hexy versus Siren Rises. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Let's go. Siren says that if they win, they call rigged. Wait, what? That's the opposite of what people usually do. Oh, that's funny. Alrighty. So it will be Hexy's Moth versus Siren's Unions. And like a good Union player, we'll go first and open Hanger. There you go. Siren says they want to say something right at the start. It was a fun mind game. I knew Hexy would start with Moth, so I played Unions to go first instead of Moth, since I would get to go first. Oh, there you go.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Nice. I appreciate the additional layers of strategy there. Very nice.
And even if it's not, Union does well against Burn, so you had that too. Yep.
Alrighty, so we will make the Union Hanger play. We'll go ahead and I didn't actually have to even use the skill, but we'll use it anyway. For the YZ, we'll set 1, we'll set 2.
Look,
there you go.
The skill was used to put Kaiba on screen, and you should appreciate that.
I do appreciate that. DD Warrior Lady will be summoned up. I guess she'll be it. Alright, so it's not with a Parasite Moth play, since all 3 back rows are now taken up. And we'll pass. Okay.
Alright.
No end phase scramble. There's another Y Dragon head. Triggering Union Hanger. Yep. Well, didn't declare it, but yes, we'll be triggering the Union Hanger. YZ to attack. It is actually the Y Dragon head that will be going in for the attack. Hexy will chain Cosmic on a back row. Okay, weird. Weird. I was gonna say maybe now for the Parasite play, but there's only 1 card in hand, so that's impossible. Interesting. Now we'll book the Y Dragon head. This is going to be a very weird turn. Okay. YZ will attack in. Hexy will take that damage and vanish. Ooh. Union Scramble in the battle phase to resummon the Z and the Y. To each... Oh, Union Hanger's already triggered this turn. This is lethal if it gets through. Wow.
Wow, yeah. Well, that's that.
Nice. That really well played by Siren there. Strange order of cards there from Hexy.
To stop it, right?
What's that?
Should have probably Cosmic the Union Hanger to stop it that turn.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, maybe I can see why Hexy didn't feel the need to do that.
Yeah. Then you could have booked your own DD Warrior Lady instead of booking Y, right? I think there's things that could have happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I could see that, because then Y just bounces. Well, no, because at that point, Z Metal Tank is still equipped. So Y would still be at 21.
Well, no, Z Metal Tank wouldn't be equipped because you Cosmic the Hanger. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, if you Cosmic the Hanger.
Yeah. But yeah, whatever. It's too much hypothetical. What happened happened.
Yep. Well played by Siren Rises there. We'll take game 1 over Hexy. Let's move into game number 2 with Siren now up 1-0. So Hexy does have the choice to go first or second. We'll choose to go first here. We'll be playing Looking into the Future Burn versus Siren Rises Moth deck. We'll go ahead and stack the deck like a good cheater. Yes, that is correct. If Hexy wins, we do get everyone's favorite, the Moth Mirror. Alright, so Hexy stacks their deck and then sets everything. Classic burn play. Whoop, do that. Alrighty, Breaker will be met by a Book of Moon. No one is shocked.
Nope.
All right,
we
back
calculated earlier in the stream that it's a 99% chance of it.
That is good. That is the actual math. Yes, 99% sounds about right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Hexy will go ahead and stack the deck once again. Flip summon DD Warrior Lady. Summon Amazona Swordswoman. Swordswoman goes in on the Breaker. Will be booked.
Interesting.
So DD can go ahead and attack in and destroy that Breaker. Envy Zoma. Yeah, I think we're at 4 now on the Zoma counter. Pretty low, actually, all things considered.
Yeah, really.
Ooh, draws Parasite for the turn, immediately revealed. Is there a response before skill is activated? There is not.
Nope.
DD will be tributed for the Moth.
Is there a floodgate for this Moth?
Well, I'm about to get shreked by double Zoma, but whatever. If you don't have it, I'm good. That's funny. We'll set a monster here, which you are allowed to do.
Okay, no floodgate. That tells me Wheel and Zoma is down there.
Yep, Zoma attacks. Moth goes in. It is a Zoma. Chooses not to attack, understandably, so... Ooh, the bluffed Rhoda. Alright, so we'll not be using the skill this turn. We'll search... Oh, yeah, that's lethal. That
is lethal. Yeah, take that, Moth.
There you go. Siren immediately scooping, saying, yep, no thanks. That's, you got it. Alright, so that is a win for Hexy's Burn. It's time for everyone's favorite thing about Speed Duels. What's better than a Moth deck? 2 Moth decks.
Zoma the Spirit, what a joy. What an absolute pride and joy of Speed Duel.
So Siren Rises does have the advantage of getting to choose to go first or second. I would assume choosing to go second. Siren actually choosing to go first. I should never assume anything. Alright, so Siren actually choosing to go first here. Okay. We'll set 2. There we go. Going for deck out. Ah, I see.
Siren
wow, what a...
are the same person confirmed.
What a big brain play. Siren Rise is confirmed in chat. They choose to go first because Moth Mirrors can go so long. They're actually just looking ahead, going for deck out.
Ah, wow. Okay.
That's funny. So Siren and Hexy talk about how close their decks are.
Yeah,
both in like what decks they picked. And
I've never seen both of them in the same room, so I don't know.
That's funny. So Sofacord says Moth Mirrors do not go to deck out. You are coping. The one card is way worth. I mean, I'm inclined to agree myself. Like that was my thought. I would choose to go second, but like I get the thought process, even if I don't necessarily agree with it. All right, so Siren going in. DD Warlady number 1 swings in. There's a banish. DD Warlady number 2 swings in. There's a Zoma. I feel like you definitely attack and banish here.
Yeah.
You have to.
No banish. Okay.
Ooh, okay, that's weird to me.
Parasite me if you can.
Yeah, like just daring Hexy to Parasite. No Parasite. Yeah, wow. I wonder if Hexy... I mean, we don't know what the face down is, so like, you for sure, if you're not banishing, you have to feel like you have the answer to Parasite. So either it's a Cosmic or a book, right? Like, it has to be.
Or Siren Rise's hand could be Parasite Moth. So when you Parasite, Siren Rise's Parasite.
Right.
Now you both have a Moth, which doesn't feel great for Hexy. Yeah.
True. So Vicord says if this game goes to deck out, that she'll gift Siren a sub whenever his runs out.
Nice. Okay.
I like it. Breaker is the summon. No response. The mythical Breaker actually getting to use its effect. Destroys the Zoma.
Nice.
Battle, DD Warrior Lady goes in. Again, will banish. Breaker in for 16.
Now the Parasite is still really good.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's a draw and pass from Hexy.
It's over.
Is it just double Moth in hand for Hexy?
No way.
DD Warrior Lady is the summon. Wait, Hexy does run a single sphere? Or was that Siren? Shoot, who was that? Somebody ran a single sphere and Moth.
Somebody runs a sphere. Oh, I don't remember.
Who played earlier? Hexy, right?
I think Hexy.
It's Hexy, yeah. Hexy does run a single sphere Karibo. There it is!
Alright. Choosing to take the 16 instead of 15? Sure, okay.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Okay. Hexy, it's now or never. There's Parasite off the top. There's the book, which I knew had to happen.
Alright, well, you get to draw one card. Nope, doesn't even want to
Chooses not to even draw. It has to be double Moth in hand. We're going to check. First, I'm going to mark the win here. So Siren Rises taking that Moth Mirror, even going first. No gifted sub for you. It did not go to deck out. They would Parasite Lady, so get some attack damage. What? Yeah. I don't
know.
I
don't know. Right.
This has to be double Moth, right? That hand has to be double Moth. Agree or disagree?
Yes, agree. Show it.
Anyone in chat want to place your bets about whether this is double Moth in hand before I show?
Show it. Fools.
Place your bets right now.
You should really allow us to bet starships.
I have to figure out how to do that. I haven't set that up. I do want to do that.
Yeah.
I definitely need to allow betting starships. Oh my god, wait. All right, for every round of the playoffs after this, I need to allow predictions and betting starships on the match.
Yes!
Oh,
yes.
I should have had that set up for this. I just didn't even think of it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's
before next week's stream, we're gonna be
Yeah.
They will. Yep, there it is. Double Moth. No, double Parasite for Siren.
Double. Hey, if you guys combined your powers, you'd be invincible.
Yeah, that's a really unfortunate draw for Hexy. Just drawing double Moth. I've been there, my friend. I hate it. It sucks. Alrighty, so that unfortunately will drop Hexy out of the Speed Duel Masters Circuit. Siren Rises will continue on in the losers bracket. Let's go ahead and take a look at those deck lists here. Alrighty, so first for Hexy, banned away was Unions. We do see the triple book, triple floodgate, single foolish build. Other than that, that is very standard Union build. Nothing really much to talk about there. The Moth deck, we talked about that single Spirit Karibo, which at least bought Hexy a turn, but with double Moth in hand, there wasn't really a lot to draw there, unfortunately. So we do see everything else looks very, very standard for Moth.
Yeah, good deck. It's just unfortunate that that hand was what it was.
Yeah, it feels real bad. I've been there where I draw 2 Moths before I draw any of my 3 Parasites. It sucks. It feels terrible. It's part of why I stopped playing Moth, to be honest with you, because it just happened to me way too frequently. Again, I get the low odds chances as if they were the high odds chances. Is what I do. And here you go. My favorite eyesore of the way this deck is sorted is Hexy's Looking into the Future Burn. That one did get to do some cool stuff, did find a win. Double Regulated the Wasteland. And then other than that, I think pretty standard Future Burn. Good to me. Banned away from Siren Rises was Digging for Gold Burn. I was right about that. I thought I remembered that correctly. Since the Digging for Gold Burn actually does look very similar, funny enough, despite the different use of skills.
It's also arranged better.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I have a problem here. I just realized. So Sofacord inadvertently Tell me the problem. If we can bet star chips, people are not allowed to bet on the matches that they themselves played because they already know the results. This is not live.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know how you would actually moderate that other than the honor system. I don't think you can like block a particular user from betting in like a poll or whatever.
Well, I could just ban anyone who bets on their own match, so there's that.
True. You can kick people from predictions. That's interesting. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Not true. If someone just bets on themselves, I'll just, we'll just like hemp ban them or something. Just, I think I can trust everyone. Everyone is playing in the circuit. I think we can trust to understand how you cannot bet on your own match. On the match that you play.
We've trusted them to not have watchers on a Discord call or something, so you can trust them with this. It's fine.
Exited me creating 10 accounts to ruin Justice's star chip economy.
Stop it. We have enough inflation in the real world.
Oh my goodness. All right, so that was banned away from Siren. What Siren did play first was Moth. There you go. That is... Actually, well, again, standard 17 card Moth core. The 3 flex spots went to Floodgate Trap Hole. Which actually is like slightly questionable Moth just because you're looking at Parasite things. So like... But Floodgate is just very strong in the current meta, so a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Basically, look, I can flood you if I want to, and if I don't want to, I'll Parasite you. So just give yourself the option. So I can respect it.
Also,
I don't know that I would personally do it, but I can respect the decision making. And there is the Union deck. Again, I think it's the exact same list as Hexy. It is, as I said, pretty standard stuff for Unions.
Yeah.
I do personally, I think, like a second Foolish in the deck, but I get this one. Okay, there we go. So that is all of the decks. I will pull up the bracket after all of these games. I will tell you all that Challenge does not set up the bracket exactly. I don't know if I want to say correctly. I'm going to say correctly, but the way that it should be. Because again, as I mentioned before we got into these games, from the winner's bracket, the higher seed will play the lower seed in the loser's bracket. However, the way that Challenge sets it up is it just automatically says, okay, the winner of this match plays in the loser's bracket in this match. The winner of this match plays in the loser's bracket in this match. That's not how it's supposed to go. The higher seed is supposed to play the lower
bracket,
seed.
Sir.
Sorry?
Sir.
What?
The loser plays in the loser's bracket, not the winner.
Oh, sorry, the loser. Whatever. But saying the loser of this match plays here and the loser of this match plays here. That's not how it goes. It is the higher seeded loser should be playing the lower seeded player in the loser's bracket. So what you're going to see is going to look a little bit wrong, but the funny thing is the way these matches played out, the results actually end up being correct. So you'll see what I mean. I'll pull it up on screen here. So it was Jack Yomu versus Starblast, not versus Siren Rises. It was Hexy versus Siren Rises. But because Siren and Starblast both won their matches, loser's bracket round 2 is actually correct. It is Siren Rises versus Starblast. So the losers round 1, the opponents are incorrect, but the results are correct. So everything actually worked out. So Challenge's way of doing it, which is wrong, actually ended up being fine. So
look, there's a clown in chat. Hey, clown.
There is. Hello, welcome, clowns of. So yeah, so just so you know, in case you're ever trying to set up a double limb bracket like this one, and there's a few different ways you can do double limb, but this is the way that I chose. It actually, and I mentioned this to all of our players when I first announced it way back when the season first started. This is actually following the same format as LCS, the North American Professional League of Legends scene. This is how they did their playoffs as well in their spring split. I like the format. I think it worked really well for what we're doing here, so I copied it. It is, again, since Jack Yomu was the higher seed that lost in winner's bracket, he went down to play the lower seed, which was Starblast. Hexy, as the lower of the 2 seeds that lost, went to play Siren Rises. That is how it's supposed to go, just FYI. Challenge, for whatever reason, does not know how to do this. You could swap Siren and Starblast nicknames. Well, if I did that, yes. Well, no, because then when I have in Losers Round 2, when I have Starblast there, then it would... Oh, yeah, I guess I could. I suppose. But that would just... Anyway, that's... I don't love it.
It doesn't matter. It's right now.
I don't love it. So anyway, as of where it says semifinals and losers round 2, that is all correct. Our next matches are the number 1 seed, thanks to Cord playing, it's the number 2 seed Tensei Patu. And in the losers bracket round 2, it is the number 5 seed Siren Rises versus the number 6 seed Starblast 100. Cursa redeeming 150 star chips to tell me to drink some damn water. I got you. Siren Rises at him stopping the 30 card mirror from being our future.
Yes, please.
All right, I am making the sort of announcement now, and while a lot of our players are here, in fact, I think all 4 of these players are. No, Starblast isn't here right now. Starblast is never available for the streams. I think he's just on a different time zone. I will be announcing. I'll be revealing deck lists and giving the players the opportunity to play right after the stream. I'll be sending the link for the deck list so they can get started for this week. If we can get finished in a reasonable amount of time, I will have players be playing the finals and the 3rd place match this week so that we can get all 4 of those matches on next week's broadcast. If there is not enough time for that, next week's broadcast will be a short one with just these 2 matches. If it is that, I'm going to try to think of something we can do along with those, some interesting content related to the SMC. I'm going to have to brainstorm that. Because otherwise it is a very short stream if it's only 2 matches. So we'll see. It'll be up to our players. If they can't get it done in that time frame, that's fine. They are usually given a week to play. I'm hoping they can get 2 matches done apiece, but we'll see. There you go. So, again, just as a reminder, the loser of Sofa Cord versus Tensei will play the winner of Siren Rises and Star Blast for the 3rd place match. Whereas the winner of that, those winners after that, will be competing for the title. So the winner of the losers, for the losers bracket rather. Let me start over. I'm going to say this in a way where it's actually correct and makes sense instead of what I just said, which was very wrong. The part I was right about is the winner of Sofa Cord vs. Tensei will be in the finals. That is correct. The loser of that match will be playing the winner of Siren Rises versus Star Blast. The winner of that match will be playing in the finals. The loser of that match is 3rd place. There you go.
Oh,
That's what I meant to say.
You figured it out. You did it. And for that, you get a Dragoon. Congratulations.
Hey, we got there. Yes. As between Ursus and Palos Night Blader. True. For the 7th played match. Yes, perfect. All right, so now that I said this in a way that was actually right, now you know what to expect moving forward. All right, so as I said, we have to wait and see if next week we're going to have all of our remaining matches or if we're going to have to split it over 2 weeks. It's really just going to depend on our players' schedules, what they're able to do. As a reminder, that prize pool, which you now see started today at $88, is now at $92, thanks to All Elite Dan and Terra Master himself. That is going to be split among our top 3 players. So top 3 places get paid. Of course, 1st place will get the most, 2nd place will get a little less, and 3rd place will get a little less. But there you go. Tensei and Sofa Cord are playing on Wednesday. Okay, so there's technically time. If we can get all matches played by Saturday midday-ish Eastern, then we'll be able to get all matches on the next stream. So we'll see. All right, cool. Before we sign off for today, Terra Master, any thoughts on today's games or anything you're looking forward to moving forward now that we know who's continuing on in the playoff stage?
No coaching, but I think the 3 best decks to bring are Cyber Angels, Moth, and Burn. And I'm surprised there's not more people going with that exact lineup, but we'll see if that happens next week. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. From what we've seen so far, both in this event and in other, more traditional style events,
and not
those
just
do
Burn,
seem to be.
And specifically, Rat Burn is the correct.
Rat Burn definitely seems good.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Cyber Narcissus, Cyber Angels are meh for me. I will say that Cyber Angels is probably the most flexible of those 3 spots. I will say if you haven't played a lot of Cyber Angels, then don't take it. Like, it is a deck that if you haven't played at least a few matches of, you're not going to be playing it optimally. Like, there's some very standard lines that, if you know are fine, but it's the times where you don't open with those standard lines and you have to make some decisions that if you haven't played with the deck, you may make the wrong decision. So,
yeah. By the way, if someone working for Konami or a local card shop has this and happens to have access to the midterm box, just leak it. Just do it, bro, please.
Agreed.
If you want to leak it to only me, that's okay too. Like, you know, DMs are open. All right.
There you go. If you have midterm box spoilers, DM Terramaster.
That's right.
And then the rest of you look out for the video on the Team JDG channel afterwards. Speaking of, if you missed any part of today's stream, you can YouTube. The VOD is always uploaded on our channel along with a whole bunch of other Yu-Gi-Oh! And Speed Duel content. So make sure that you subscribe there. Don't miss anything. Haha, plugging. Woohoo!
YouTube. Hey, look at that triple JDG face by Cursive. Look
Nice.
at having access to all three. What
I love
a
it.
boss.
I love it. Yes, and if you too want the JDG Justice What the face, subscribe to the channel. You'll get it.
All
right.
Terramaster misplay face. You subscribe to Terramaster to its channel.
All right, I think we've done enough plugging.
All right,
I think we're good. We're plugged out.
Rambling. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, yep. We'll be back next week, of course, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, for at least the semifinals and winners bracket and losers bracket round 2. If not the entire rest of the thing, I will announce it, of course, before the stream starts. And yeah, sub to Cursive YGO. There you go. There's that too. Got you, buddy.
Wow, you're just gonna walk into somebody else's stream to advertise your own?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Wow. Imagine. If he weren't my teammate, he'd be banhammered right now.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, that will do it for us here today. Join us next week. Until then, as always, my friends, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Good luck in all of your games, and we will see you next week.